Come Monday, the EACC will hand over files on suspended Agriculture Secretary Felix Koskei, Labour's Kazungu Kambi, Land Secretary Charity Ngilu and their transport counterpart Engineer Michael Kamau to the Director of Public Prosecutions Keriako Tobiko and recommendations on necessary action to be taken against them on graft allegations. Sources at the graft body, however, intimate all four could be facing prosecution if the DPP approves their recommendations. Nairobi Senator Mike Sonko's file on allegations that he was involved in irregular land dealings and that he and suspended Energy Secretary Davis Chirchir colluded to attempt to influence the award of a Kenya pipeline tender which would yield them both a 1.35 billion shilling kickback will be submitted to the DPP as well. Also headed to the DPP's office is Lamu West MP Julius Ndegwa's file on allegations that he drew 2 million shillings from the Project Management Committee in Lamu in 2013. The EACC was, however, unable to meet the 60-day deadline issued by President Uhuru Kenyatta on March 26th.
We need more days and probably the days that we need cannot succinctly be put numerically.
Currently, only 56 out of 124 cases have been finalized on investigation. 21 of the 56 files have been forwarded to the DPP and 19 of the 21 cases have been arraigned in court. 29 cases are to be brought before court from next week, while 35 files are currently under evidence analysis and 68 are still being investigated. The anti-graft body now requesting an unspecified extension on the deadline, which was, however, not based on any legal requirement. Tobiko concurs with the request for extension, saying, quote, "It is the most logical request," end quote. The question, however, is what happens to those state and public officers who stepped aside for a 60-day period to pave way for investigations? If charged, what happens to the suspended cabinet secretaries whose offices are being run by their colleagues in the interim? The DPP says due to the nature of the cases, he will act immediately he receives the high-level files tomorrow and give his decision on the recommendations by the EACC. However, the revolving doors at Integrity Center have left many questions unanswered on the purge on graft when it comes to high-level individuals in the country, with the last high-profile graft case being in 2009 with the prosecution of former Tourism Permanent Secretary Rebecca Nabutola. It may come as no surprise that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission is asking for an extension on the 60-day period they were given to probe and conclude these investigations. But the question that many will be asking is whether they will indeed be able to nab the so-called big fish in the country in the fight against graft. Jackie Maribe, Sunday Live, Nairobi.